Hi, I'm Sledi, and it's the second part of the crocheting guideline video series, and I really hope that you enjoyed the first video. And now let's dive into crocheting a bit more and learn the first steps together. For those who didn't see the first video, I'm Sledi and I'm volunteering in the Sledi Youth Center, and I'm making this video series about crocheting, and my goal is that I teach people the basic things and then I give some tips and tricks about how to continue on their own. For more information and bigger understanding why I am here, what I am doing, what is this video series about, please check the first video and then come back here. I hope that everybody has a hook and a yarn around them and ready to start learning crocheting. So first, the slip knot, you're gonna grab your yarn, you're gonna fold it like this, and then you're gonna hold it with your hand like this. For me, with the left hand, which is the worser hand, I'm gonna grab it like this, and I'm gonna just let it. And with my right hand, which is my writing hand, I'm gonna use my pointing finger, and I'm gonna put it through the yarn like this, and I'm going to turn it up so there is a cross here, and then I'm going to put my thumb here, and then here I'm gonna pick the longer, like the tail which is attached to the yarn, the longer one, and I'm gonna pull it through. Okay, so once more, you fold the yarn, you grab it with your hand, and then with your pointing finger you point down and then turn up, and then you put your thumb in, and then you're gonna grab the longer tail and pull it through. And then when you put it on the hook, you can adjust the size by pulling the longer tail. You can even unfold it fully. So now let's move on how to hold the hook. I usually hold it like this. It's like the knife hold. They call it knife because you literally hold it like how you would hold a knife. Like your pointing finger is supporting from the back, your thumb is from here, and the others are, you can curve them or however is it comfortable for you, and then you're gonna use it like this. I'm going to crochet like this because this is what I'm used to. So there is the other holdings when you hold it like this. So you're resting it here. Maybe, yeah, this is how some people hold the pencil. So yeah, you're resting it here, you're resting it on your middle finger, and these two are supporting, and these are the ones who are helping to do more precise moves when you are crocheting. So then the next step is that we are making a slip knot. You fold it, pointing finger, turn, thumb, grab it and pull it, and then you're gonna grab your hook, put it through the hole, and you're gonna adjust the size of the stitch with pulling the longer tail. And then you have to learn how to hold the yarn. It's the same with the hooks. There is a bunch of different ways on how to hold it. I'm just gonna show how I hold it. So here is my hand. First I'm gonna lead it from the front to the back at my pinky, and then I'm gonna lead it at the back, and then in the front, and only in my pointing finger back again and front. And this is how I hold it. And then when you start crocheting, you're gonna need to hold this tail, because as there is not enough tension and you are not going to be able to crochet. So you're gonna use your thumb and your middle finger to hold this tail down, so you have enough tension. And right now I have too much yarn here, because if there is not enough tension, you can just grab it like here and pull it a bit back. And if it's too tight, because here it's really hard to crochet, then you're just gonna adjust it with your pointing finger. Basically, when you are going to crocheting, you're gonna adjust the amount of yarn you have here with your pointing finger, which is quite important, because if it's too loose, then it's hard to crochet. If it's too tight, it's also hard to crochet. So it's kind of something that you have to learn on the way, but you're gonna practice, and then it's going to be more easier and easier, and then you doesn't even gonna recognize that you are actually adjusting the yarns. So yeah, this is how I hold my yarn. I'm also gonna add some videos where other people explain, so you can see more ideas on how to hold the yarn and the hook. But for now, this is how I hold. And yeah, remember that the important is that you are in control on how much yarn is here, because this is the basics, so that in the followings you will be able to make chains, but this is for the next level. So with chaining, you're gonna hold your hook and yarn, and then you're gonna put your hook under the yarn, turn, and then you're gonna pull it through the hole, and then you're gonna repeat under the yarn, turn. When you turn, you should be upper than the yarn, and then pull it through. So under, turn and up, and pull it. Under, turn up, and pull it. Under, turn up, and pull it. And this is a chain. This is a couple of chains, and one like this is a chain. So what is important here to practice and experiment with your tension, which are you controlling with your hand, and to try to make even chains, because if it's too big, too loose, then it's not gonna look nice, and then yeah, I think it's more like that, it's not nice, and then your stuff is going to be with a bunch of holes. So you should try to have it a bit tighter, but not too tight, because then it's hard to pull through the next one, and your hand is just gonna hurt very easily, and you're gonna lose motivation very easily also. And also then your piece is going to be like very twirly and like curvy, because it's too tight also. That's why it's important to try to have your chains at the same size, because if it differs, then your project is gonna look like this, which is not what we want. But in the beginning it's not the easiest, so if it's not gonna come for the first time, it's okay, just keep practicing. So I'm gonna show it once more. You're gonna put your hook under the yarn, turn, you're gonna grab the yarn here, and you're gonna pull it through the loop before. So under, yarn over, this is called yarn over, and pull through, under, yarn over, pull through, under, yarn over, pull through. And yeah, this is what you should practice first. So now, after we tried how to make chains, we can start learning how to make stitches. The first stitch is going to be the single crochet. I'm always using the US chart, because there is also a UK chart, but I'm using the US chart, just so you know. So when we are having a chain, we have to turn. For that we have to skip the first chain, which is here. The one that is on your hook is not a chain yet. The one is here is the chain. So I'm gonna skip this one, and I'm gonna go through that chain like this. Now I have two loops here, and then I'm gonna do the same as I would just do a chain. So yarn over, pull through, but just only in the first loop. So now you still have two loops on the yarn, and you're gonna yarn over again and pull through two. So I'm gonna show you again. Go through the next loop, you're gonna go yarn over, pull through the first loop, and then yarn over and pull through two. And for defining, which is the next, so you can see those little V's, and every V is a stitch. So, and if you don't know, if you work on the stitch, if you pull the stitch before, you can check which one you already did a stitch. So it's good if you count how many stitches you did in the first row, and you have to add one more for turning, because we skipped one in the beginning. And then after you made one more row, you can check if you have enough stitch in the next row. So I'm gonna show it once more. You're gonna
go through the next loop and then yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2. Next loop, go through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. And yeah, this is how you make a single crochet. And then when you get to the end, like this, you gonna chain 1, like we learned, yarn over and pull through, and you're gonna turn your work, and you're gonna work as how you did until now, but now you're going to have also the V's, but you're going to go through 2 yarns, like both of the part of the V's. Like here I can separate it, so there's actually like 3 loops, but it's cut as 1. So yarn over, pull through that V, and then yarn over, pull through 2. Go under the V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Go under the V, and then yarn over, pull through the V, and yarn over, pull through 2. Go under the V. Here is, I can like separate it, and then yarn over, pull through under the V, and then yarn over, pull through 2, and keep going until the end. And yeah, when you get to the end again, you're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and do everything again, and just keep practicing.
Congratulations on completing the game. Give yourself a high five. If you had any problem, it's okay. Leave a comment and I will try to help you. A reminder, you can rewatch this video as many times as you need. You can also set the speed slower so you can see more what I am doing. Remember that learning process is different from person to person, so don't be too hard on yourself. Just keep practicing and practicing and practicing. In the next video, we are going to make a little project. It's going to be a mug coaster, and for that you will need a DK lightweight yarn. If you don't know what it is, ask for help in the store. Also, you can ask me. And also you will need a size 4mm hook. And I think that's it. See you in the next video.